There's like drip irrigation stuff that could be done in a drier climate. Kind of shows you. This is a company that makes drip tape, drip tube, Metafilm.
Okay. Deep irrigation.
It's under ground, and you plant over top of it.
But this one is going to be expensive. I know. I watched.
But in a high heat area where water is a very precious commodity,
It's worth it. It's worth it, right?
Yeah.
But it's permanent, right?
I know it's not permanent.
But because when the tractor is tilling the land, won't it be breaking the pipe?
Once it's planted, you don't touch the ground. You don't have to till it.
Next season, are we going to remove all the things before you plant?
remove all
That would be expensive.
Expensive. Correct.
Very, very expensive. That would be so expensive. Yeah, I thought it's going to be permanent.
Yeah, that would be nice, but there's no. This is
I've watched
one
it.
season.
Once is very
I
expensive.
mean, you might be able to. Well, you really wouldn't need it for the first season because you get the rainy weather.
Okay.
But for the dry season, you would be pretty much guaranteed a crop.
Okay.
But other farmers would struggle.
Okay.
So that's where it would pay for itself.
Okay.
And you'd be the one farmer with the crop.
Yeah. Okay.
But if you got rain that year and everybody had a crop, you're going to lose money because you had higher input.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. That's it. You should see uniform germination. No, we want to dwell more on this your precision agriculture. That's what you do. As in precision, is that not what you do?
Precision ag,
Yes.
Precision ag.
Yeah, that's why. In fact, that's exactly what I'm still going to show you. What I'm still coming. This maize, I guess,
I think it is.
is corns. Water and nutrient application. How fertilizer is applied. Liquid fertilizer. That's one of the technology you want to know.
So this is what you do: is you feed it right through the tube too. You're irrigating it and fertilizing it at the same time. So you're injecting fertilizer through the tube.
Wow.
So it's right there at the root zone too. So that's the other advantage of it. It's
Okay.
expensive, but it delivers results.
Wow. Look at that.
Okay, give a lot of results.
Yeah.
How expensive it is? Let's assume we are to use, let's say, $100 to cultivate an acre. So, using this one now could be like what percentage of the input?
We'd have to figure that out.
Okay.
We could figure that out. But, I mean, that's something we don't carry, but it's stuff that's out there.
Okay.
It's beautiful.
Our technology can
Okay.
lay it and record it,
Okay.
so you can use that.
Okay. So there's it's okay. Got it. So now choose this. This one. That combined, please.
So there's the tractor, right?
Yes.
And scroll down. That's another tractor.
Okay. We choose combine.
This combine?
Yes. Yeah. Are there two there? I think there are two there.
There might be.
No, one. You give us one. That's one you choose. We choose this combine. I think this sprayer. We choose this too. We choose the planter.
That size?
You have to give us the size. We just choose for now. It is at the point of when we're now ready to buy. When by then
We'll give you the measurements and what
you'll
we
have given
are
us the training. We'll have
doing,
know
so
what to do. We'll have
the right-
know what to write.
the right
These things we have like 32 rows. We have 16 rows. We have 24 rows, right? So I want to believe at the point of deciding when to buy, then we'll have a little practical experience from you guys. So we can determine, okay, let's pick 16 rows, let's pick 32 rows or 64 rows. I think you have up to 64 rows.
For corn, yeah.
For corn,
Is
you
it?
don't need to go that big.
No, I'm just saying.
yeah.
I'm thinking of probably 24 rows.
Correct. What's 24 rows is,
What rows are you using?
we're using a 12-20, this year we're using a 12-24. So it's 12 row corn, 24 row bean.
The planter's in one.
So it's a split row planter. So the back half the planter will come up. It's 15-inch spacing.
Okay.
The planter corn in 30-inch spacing.
Okay.
So the back half will lift up off the ground, and we'll just plant 12 rows at a time.
Okay. Why do you do that? Why don't you use 12 rows for this beans too?
What's that?
I mean, why didn't you use 24 rows for the beans too?
Spacing.
30.
Okay.
So
okay.
if you look here,
Okay.
this is a good picture.
Okay.
So the ones up in the air are the bean row units. So from this planter right here to right there, you see that difference? That's 30-inch spacing right there for
That's
corn.
it. Okay.
For corn. So then when these come down, it goes right in the middle of them, and now it's 15-inch spacing for
corn.
for beans.
Soybeans.
Okay. Soybean is 15.
Yeah.
Corn is 30
30
inches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this does it all in one, as when this planter would only do corn.
How many rows is this?
That's a lot of rows.
Don't bother. We'll choose 24. We'll choose 24.
Okay.
So we can take probably 12 up. Why we are? Is that not what you are saying now? That we can the 12 row for bean and 24 row for no the 24 row for bean, the 12 row, the 15 the 12 row for corn. Yeah, that's what we need.
So this planter only does corn, this planter does corn and soybeans. You need to buy one planter for 2 crops compared to.
That's what we need. One planter for 2 crops.
Right. That's why
Please.
they're popular.
That's what we need, please.
All right.
And they can plant wheat too.
You cannot plant wheat. No. You would need a grain drill, or.
Yeah. But the combine you can use on wheat, the same combine.
Same combine.
Which combine do you use for wheat? Is it which head? Is it the one for soybean? For wheat?
Yep, correct. Soybean and wheat, small grains, all on the platform.
Okay.
Called platform head.
Okay. Platform.
Corn is corn head.
Okay.
Just corn.
Okay.
This would be like a drill. You would use a drill.
Okay, for
wheat.
We had that big John Deere drill coming. I think it's 15 foot. That will do wheat and other crops as well. You guys do cover crops or no?
We
They plant all
do, but
year
we don't.
round.
We plant all year round, but we don't really do cover crop like that.
Okay, so you'll have.
Not all year round. There are some months we don't plant in Nigeria. In Nigeria, basically, we don't plant in. We don't actually plant in November, December, January, February, March. We don't plant. But if there is proper irrigation, we plant.
Ah. Okay.
You get? It's only about water because that's
Right.
the hottest
Yeah.
time.
Makes sense. Yes.
You get? So
So
if there
it's
is
the most expensive time to grow a crop.
yeah, thank you.
Right.
So but we felt that if you are to do the irrigation like that, it has to be done probably in the midnight because it could be so hot during the day.
Right.
As you are spreading the water, evaporation.
It's gonna be like spraying hot water.
Thank you. But if it is done probably overnight in the midnight, the crop will be able to utilize the water before it is sunny the following day. That's what we thought. A lot of irrigation has been done in Nigeria, and farmers are getting results. Truly. So basically, we can plant a crop twice. We have 2 cycles in a year.
Right.
Like corn, you can have 2 to 3 cycles. For corn, some people get 3 cycles in a year.
Wow.
Yeah, for corn.
So you really.
Yes. If irrigation is used, some get up to that in a year. That's it.
In the north, they use more of irrigation alone, right?
Yes, in the north they use more of irrigation in the north.
Than in the west.
Yes, because in Nigeria it's divided into 6 regions. We have the northern region, northwest, north central, northeast. In the south, we have southwest, southeast, and south. South is where we have much of rainfall in Nigeria. That is
the
part
south.
where we are.
especially in the south.
especially in
So you have the rainfall.
we have the rainfall.
So you have lakes all year round.
We
Yes,
all year
they
round,
don't dry.
all we don't dry. Very big
Especially
lake,
in the south.
river,
Okay. so you're
especially
good.
in the
So you
south.
got water there, you just need a way to tap it.
Yeah.
So if you have plentiful water,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you could run irrigation all night.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
So this is that planner.
Okay.
This was in used in stock stuff that we have. But
Used
you
to-
said you want it all brand new. No.
No, you see, I've completed all the brand new and send it to my bank for finance. So it depends on the amount approved for me.
Okay.
So if when I calculated all those things we need, I think it's about $3 million US. When I calculated them. So if I'm giving $2 million US, I have to buy some new, probably some used. That's what I.
Right. So this planter is the 1224 is the one we're going to be planting with on the farm.
Okay.
So that's the one that will be available.
Okay. Very good.
Yeah.
So.
Look at it.
Uh-huh.
You'll.
So if it depends on the fund approved to me, so that's why I can't say everything is going to be, but there's going to be some news, that new equipment, and there are going to be certainly some used
Because
equipment.
there's some, like I said, there's some stuff that we can't get in a timely manner, in a sense. You know what I mean? Like, we can get this sprayer, but we don't know how long that's going to be. You know what I mean?
Oh, brand new.
Yeah, brand new 16R.
What is it?
Is there any?
biggest one.
Okay, is there any better dry sprayer except
So
for this?
we're getting a sprayer that's used, this sprayer, not the picture, but it's a R43, that's the model.
Okay, it's bigger than this.
No, it is that, but that's not the actual picture of.
Okay,
You know what I mean? That's just
okay.
a stock picture.
Okay. If we can use this one, why not? Can
No,
we?
you can use that,
Can
yeah.
we incorporate the liquid fertilizer here?
Yes, this should. Yeah, this.
I mean the
sprayer
liquid
should-
fertilizer. How do you
Does Zach sprayer have?
liquid
Yeah,
sprayer?
no, yeah, liquid fertilizer.
You could use
Yeah.
it. I mean, the other thing would be is to, well, almost everyone uses drop tubes to
On the floor.
side dress corn with liquid fertilizer.
Okay, that's what you use there.
That's what it will use drop lines on the
Okay,
sprayer.
you use you
Sprayer will apply liquid fertilizer.
we can use that one to drop tube instead of this.
Zach sprayer, yeah, this sprayer right here.
Okay, I mean the drop
Instead-
tube
ins- So there's two different models here. This is a brand new model sprayer, 2022, 2023. This one is a 18, 19?
Yeah.
that doesn't mean this sprayer.
And it's used.
It is for herbicides and fertilizer, liquid fertilizer, right? If you
Yeah.
want to spray with
So-
herbicides,
This used one's never had fertilizer in it. He doesn't do fertilizer.
it doesn't do
Spray.
fertilizer.
He only sprays weed killer and herbicides and stuff like that.
Okay, fungicide, herbicide. Then we need it then. So for fertilizer, we can use the drop tube, right?
Guys use their
Incorporate.
sprayers with drop tubes to spread liquid fertilizer.
Okay.
There are other implements that you can do as well to put fertilizer out there.
Okay.
But late season fertilizer, that's the best way. But that also depends on your soil and how well it retains fertilizer.
Okay.
Like down here, we're sandier soils, so we have to fertilize more often because the fertilizer washes through with the rain, so it leaches out.
The soil here is sandy, right?
Correct, sandy soil. Here.
It's sandy soil.
But we have more of loamy though.
Yeah, we have loamy soil there.
So you're
Which
probably
is
going to
more
hold
better.
more. Yeah, correct.
Yes.
You're going to hold fertilizer better. So you might not have to do that late season corn fertilizer.
With fertilizer.
Right.
We have it's loamy, dark. Our soil is dark and retain water.
Yes.
You know.
It's moisture.
It's retain moisture. So we choose this.
The big ripper, correct? This is more of
cultivator.
That's actually why I made
No,
that general
that one is
statement that,
This
that
is-
we are blessed with more
Reaper,
better
yes, we choose
weather.
this. We need reaper.
Yeah, and soil.
to do
and,
primary
and
tillage
terrain.
to
Yes.
really break up the
So
ground.
Yeah.
the soil
yes.
we have, which is
And
south
then
of
there's
us, where
this
me
is a
and him are
high speed
from,
disc.
is
But
sandier
this is what
soil,
you
which
choose
drains really
Yeah.
good.
do.
So it's really good for vegetables.
At the same time, at the point of
This disc,
Now,
correct?
if we want, yes, I choose this one to level the
Small.
And that's what he
land.
said.
Yes, we choose this.
Chop, yeah, this chops it up.
Yes,
Just
yes,
chops
this-
everything up,
These the
You chop this,
string
so you
beans,
use this
yeah.
one.
and then that's your ripper. So that you use the ripper first after you harvest your corn. You rip the ground, and it breaks everything up, all the ground, loosens it up.
Okay, before we harvest?
No.
Before we plant?
Well, after you harvest,
Oh, okay, good.
right? So
We'll be doing that in
you
the fall.
harvest your corn, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then when you're done harvesting that field,
Mm-hmm.
you go in with this ripper.
Okay.
And those shanks go like 14, 18 inches in the ground, and it breaks the ground up. And
After the
Pulverizes it.
after the harvest.
after you
It
harvest,
pulverizes the land.
yes.
So,
So that's
18 inches, 12 to 18 inches.
those
down.
rippers, yeah.
12
And
to
then,
14 inches.
so that breaks the ground up. That's your primary tillage.
Those are the things we need.
Yes, it gets the stubble, corn stubble, rips it up out, flips it, and then chops it as well.
Because
Okay.
the roots,
So,
corn
yeah.
roots are real deep
yeah,
and
deep,
strong.
yeah,
So this
yeah.
goes in there and rips
But
them out
what
of the
of
ground.
if we are doing the kind of
Plus the
zero
compaction.
tillage?
No tillage.
No tillage. When when we have harvested the corn using combine, and the following season, or probably immediately, we do a kind of 2 cycles. Can't we plant immediately soybean, even with the stock of the maize there, without doing this?
I think you're gonna have problems because
Because I've been seeing that on YouTube.
you can do it, but if you have wet soils, you're gonna build compaction, and then without ripping and breaking that ground up, which loosen that back up.
I understand now. So this thing is necessary to loosen the soil.
Correct.
So
At every planting, that will be loosed.
You might be able to skip one and just do it once a year.
Okay.
So
Okay.
after the dry season,
Okay.
you might need to rip it
Okay.
before this way. The soil will also drain.
Okay.
So this really digs in and loosens all the compaction and breaks up the roots and all that of the corn, right?
Okay.
So then it's gonna, after that, you're gonna want to chop all that stuff up.
Yes, using
Which
that
is
one.
this, the disc.
The cultivator now. How do we use the
Now
cultivator?
the cultivator is used before planting.
Is it before?
So
Can't we use it during the planting? Okay, what's the work? I want to know the function
so
properly.
well this disc, right?
Mm-hmm.
That compacts the ground again, in a sense. It chops it up, but it throws it on there and it packs it down, right? Throws it down, right?
Mm-hmm.
This cultivator, wherever the picture is, this cultivator has shoes in there, and it doesn't go as deep as the other one. It just goes not even a couple inches deep, and it breaks the ground up. Makes it real loose.
Okay.
Makes it loose,
Yeah.
and then does a real nice job level. Right?
Level, yeah.
Level,
Okay.
and then you go right behind that with your planter. You know what I mean? You plant right behind this.
Okay. Okay, the planter will be coming
Coming behind.
behind. This
Yeah.
will be going in front.
Well, yeah, you do this. You do you're cultivating before you plant.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I understand that now.
It's just to loosen
To
the
loosen
ground.
the soil. So the soil that is like this should be loosened like
It
this
loosens it up and then leaves a nice seed bed
for the planter.
Make it
for the
fine.
planter.
Yeah, I
This
understand
loosens
that.
the ground up, but it doesn't leave a nice seed bed. You know what I mean? It's rough and all that because it's really digging into the ground and breaking. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So this goes right under it, loosens the ground up, and then leaves a nice level seed bed.
Which will allow you to plant faster speeds.
Okay.
Yes.
The speed.
You'll be able to plant faster and not have the planter. So basically,
Yeah,
if you're
soft
planting fast and you're hitting rough ground, that planter's going to pop out of the ground. So now your seed placement's going to be all sporadic throughout the field, and then you're going to get non-germinating seeds, and you'll have the trick with corn is to get it all to come up at one time.
Yeah.
So uniform emergence. So if you have a properly seed bed, every seed's placed exactly the same depth, and everything should come up
The same
together.
height.
Correct.
How do we control weed now? Let's assume we plant our soybean or corn, and the weed in between. How do we control that? Can we use cultivator to control weed after planting?
Do you guys? Well, the sprayer should be able to spray. Do you have like Roundup Ready corn or?
We have it, but we want to partner with some of the herbicide company here. Probably the one you use that's selective herbicides that you destroy the weeds that will not touch
So that's
the.
pretty much what we do. Is we use Roundup Ready corn and we spray Roundup, kills the weeds, corn lives. We don't do any field cultivating in the season.
Okay, you may probably recommend the company for us to buy from them, because some of the company we have in Nigeria, a lot of adulteration is there. It's not most of the herbicide is not as effective as probably buying directly from probably other, US or Netherlands, blah blah blah. Some of those big players there, when they import the herbicide, they might diluted it.
Yeah, it's glyphosate, really.
So it's okay, that's it. But if you buy directly here, the government is supporting that. If we buy, we use it, and how much do you get per ton? What tonnage do you get yield in corn, your feed there, and the soybean per acre?
Tonnage. We average bushels per acre.
Oh, sorry, bushels. Okay, use the
Yeah,
word bushels.
so-
I understand now. Convert.
I think our best field that we had was 280.
280
Bushels.
Yeah,
for corn.
corn.
What about for
per
soybean?
acre. Soybean, 80 bushel, maybe the best.
80 bushel.
Yeah.
That's a lot in Nigeria. That's a lot in Nigeria.
So I mean, it's hard for us to get over 300 down in South Jersey because our soil's sandy.
Okay.
In better soils like you're talking about in Nigeria, to hold fertilizer, you should be able to push your yields.
Yeah.
25 times 8.
Times 4 is 100, right? Times 8 is 200.
Sorry, 25 times 8 is what?
200.
Okay, 200. Okay, per acre. Is that? Excuse me. Is per acre, right?
Per acre.
Per
bushels.
acre. Yep.
We get that one per
Acre.
that amount. We get it for 2.5 acres in Nigeria.
You get how much?
The 80 bushels per acre
Oh,
you get
it
here.
for 2.5.
We got it for 2.5 in Nigeria.
2.5 acres. But
Alright,
just
so
like
you're
the
at like
mechanized farming you're
35
using,
bushels.
you know,
35.
like
I mean, so our dry acres is probably 35 bushel.
You see.
The irrigated ground.
So if we use that's why we are here to get the training, so that we can be getting that 80, probably
Right.
70 to 80 bushels per acre. That's part of the reasons why we are here.
Right.
So we can increase our yield by, you see now. So we can increase our yield. That's exactly what makes us here. Bring us here, and to partner with you guys, actually to increase the yield. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, thank you so much.
We're still on that mission as well.